What's up, everybody? Brandon here, Laura's husband. Just finished the Herbal Cleanse phase of the 24-day challenge. This is part 2 of the 4-part series. Got the first 10 days knocked out. I'm here to all talk about it. We got a lot to get to. I'm sure you guys are wondering if I played Game of Thrones for the past 10 days on that. We'll find out. Alright, so let's get to it. First off, just want to start off with a quick tip. In the Herbal Cleanse phase, basically everybody knows, as I mentioned before in the intro video, you have the fiber drink and then you have basically 2 sets of pills. You have the Herbal Cleanse tablets and then you have the probiotic pills. Now each of these pills separately are very, very different physically from one another. One is, the probiotics are little small little white pills. The Herbal Cleanse tablets are more of a brownish color. There's 3 of them in a pack. So very separate physically when you look at them. However, the packaging is very, very much the same. So just follow your guide here and just make sure you really, really follow this on when you're supposed to take which pill, and you'll be fine. But again, they're in the pretty much the same packaging. So if you're not really paying attention, it can be easy to mix the pills up if you're not really paying attention to which pills you're supposed to be taking. So be careful about that. All right, so let's get to the fiber drink. Let's talk flavors here. So as I told you before, Laura tried the citrus. I had the peaches and cream. However, I was able to procure a citrus flavored 1 packet of the fiber drink in the citrus flavor. And this is going to be a good comparison for you guys. I basically did the peaches and cream for the first 3 days. I had 4 days off, and then the very next day, that would be basically on the 8th day, I took the citrus flavored one. So basically, we're going to talk to basically the consistency, how they look coming out of the package, the consistency of them, and then obviously the overall taste and then performance of each. So starting with the peaches and cream. Now you open up the pack, first off, it smells delicious. I mean, it smells like peaches and cream, and it looks like powder. I mean, it looks like a powdered protein or something of that sort. So it dissolves in water extremely easily. And as far as the consistency, I use the shaker cup for everything. So I got a little wire whisk ball in here. If you don't have one of these, I highly suggest getting one of these. I use them for everything, for protein, to the fiber drink, to Spark, to everything. You can't go wrong with this. It works amazing. So if you don't have one, please pick one up. You can get them anywhere. Walmart, Target, AdvoCare sells them. So you can pick them up everywhere. So the peaches and cream, again, it's more of a white powder. It's more fine. And it mixes really, really well. Down the hatch, done, no problems, tasted great. I mean, it's not, it's not like a milkshake or anything like that, so it's not necessarily on that level, but the taste was very, very decent, totally fine, didn't have a problem with it at all. Now, going to the citrus, you open up that pack, immediately you can tell it's a completely different granular size. I mean, these are actual, it looks kind of like the consistency of sand almost. You can really see the herbs and different things in there, so I could tell right off the bat immediately this was going to be a whole nother ballgame. Now, make sure you mix it with the 9 ounces of water that it actually specifies. I found that was a really, really good consistency when I started mixing the different fiber drinks. So again, in the shaker cup, 9 ounces of water. But again, with the citrus flavor, I could tell that it was drastically different, where the peaches and cream was more of a powder, and then the citrus was more granular in nature. Now, consistency going as far as when you're actually drinking it, the citrus is more. It's more like you're drinking basically water with a bunch of pulp in it. Is kind of the consistency I was getting. So it's not super difficult to get down. I didn't have any trouble with it. It's definitely a little bit more difficult to get down rather than the peaches and cream, but it's not that bad. It's not difficult at all. I didn't find any issues with it. The flavor is not as good as the peaches and cream. You still get a little bit of that citrus flavor, but as far as the consistency, it's just like drinking kind of a bunch of pulp. So it's not that bad, and I was able to get it down just fine. Now, performance-wise between the two, it was really, really curious because I started to do a little research on this and actually found that there is a little bit of performance differences as far as the cleanse, rather than if you get the peaches and cream or you get the citrus. The peaches and cream being more fine and it's more soluble in water, it's going to be a lot gentler of a cleanse. You're not going to get the scrubbing nature on the inside of your intestines and things like that. So it's going to be a lot gentler on your system. So if you have any type of medical issues or any type of intestinal problems or stomach problems or anything like that, I think the peaches and cream would probably be better for you. Again, it's still going to give you a cleanse. It's still going to prep your body to receive those nutrients in the next phase. However, the citrus is just going to be, it's going to be more of a thorough cleanse. I mean, you're really going to get a good scrubbing, and you're really going to be, your body's really going to be prepped to receive those nutrients. So again, you're just going to get more of a deeper, full cleanse with the citrus than you are with the peaches and cream. So that's just something that personal choice. Talk to your doctor if you have any type of medical problems. Obviously, before you try to do any of this, make sure you guys are all good to go. Is obviously the most important thing. So make sure you do that. But again, those are the differences: peaches and cream, citrus. Peaches and cream a lot gentler, tastes better, and the citrus tastes not as good, but you get better performance on the cleanse. You get a better cleanse with the citrus. So moving on, that's the difference with that. Now we're talking spark here. Again, I had the mango, strawberry, as well as the watermelon, and I actually got my hands on some fruit punch as well. Now I tried to figure out how I was going to tell you guys, which flavor rankings, just like that. So the way I kind of figured it out is the flavor good enough basically to buy an entire canister of it, on AdvoCare's website. AdvoCare sells, obviously the individual boxes. They come in 14 packs in a box. Or is it better, is the flavor worth buying an entire big tub of it, an entire canister of it? So first off, starting with the mango, that's the one that I tried first. At first, the mango's pretty good. It takes a little bit of getting used to. As I started to drink it, I liked it more and more. However, I would highly suggest, being out here on the deployment, sometimes it can be difficulty to come across super cold water. We have bottles of water everywhere, but sometimes the refrigerators aren't as good. So, sometimes the water isn't super cold. That helps a ton. So if you get, obviously being in the States or anything like that, you'll be able to get your hands on cold water and you'll be fine. So that helps a lot. But again, as I started to drink the mango, I found it easier and easier and easier to drink. So that's just a heads up on that. The watermelon, on the other hand, delicious, absolutely delicious. Loved it. It was great. I would totally buy a canister of the watermelon right off the bat, no problem. It was awesome. The fruit punch, same thing. Really, really good flavor. Enjoyed it. It's actually, it tastes like fruit punch Kool-Aid. So they did AdvoCare did a really, really nice job on the fruit punch. So as far as kind of the ranking system, I'd say watermelon, fruit punch, mango. However, I would definitely feel totally comfortable and enjoy a full canister or tub of both the watermelon and the fruit punch. The mango, strawberry, maybe some people, I'm not saying it's not terrible or anything like that. I probably wouldn't buy an entire canister of it. If I was going to try it again, I'd probably just get another box of the 14. But again, everybody's different, and you might like the mango, strawberry more than the watermelon. So it's just all personal opinion on that. That's just coming from me and what I've seen firsthand. So now I've entered the max phase here. So we're getting into all the vitamins, all the fish oils, and the Thermal Plus and everything like that. So I'm really excited to see what those do. So far as my progress and energy levels and everything like that. So far with the Spark is amazing. My energy level is really, really good. I can really tell that 4 hours or so after I take it, I'm still going. So I've actually switched from my pre-workout since I've been on this challenge to Spark. So I take Spark instead of my pre-workout before I go lift. And I think that's worked really well. I haven't really noticed any drops in my lifts or any weights or anything like that. I felt energized and ready to do the workout. So I'm excited to continue with that. Okay, now for the main thing that you guys have all been wanting to know for the past 8 minutes is what's up with the Herbal Cleanse and how much time did I spend in the bathroom over the past 10 days? And all I got to say to that is, what cleanse? I didn't even know I was even on a cleanse. So it's awesome. There's no difference at all whatsoever to my frequency of going to the bathroom or to the restroom than I have the past, 10 years of my life. So I didn't even know any difference whatsoever. There was no problems. And again, I didn't even know I was even on a cleanse. So it's awesome. Nothing to worry about. Good to go. No worries on that. So with that being said, again, that's the herbal cleanse phase. That's the first the first 10 days. Now I'm headed into the max phase. If you have any questions, please let us know. Comment below as well if you have any questions. We'll try to answer your questions. There'll be an email. And comment, like, subscribe. Thanks. We'll see you next time.